Welcome to Mars.
All right. So the comedy thing is cool, but you started out doing music,
For
correct?
sure. Yeah.
Okay. How did you get into that?
I was in a little group in my neighborhood up in Hunters Point. We was in Double Rock up in San Francisco.
And how old were you when you started that group?
We was about 15. We had a little group running around called TMB, stand for Touch Money Boys. We was just rapping. We got like 100,000 views on YouTube back then. That was like a million views back then. Like, back in 2008 and shit. So it was big in my community. Then hella drama just came with that. Like
Everybody knew who you were.
everybody based on that. But I had already had a name because of Barry Bonds. That's a crazy story.
Okay.
I know y'all know Barry Bonds, right?
No.
Baseball player Barry Bonds.
Yes.
So he hit a home run, and I had caught number 703 home run, and that kind of gave me a name in the neighborhood.
What? You got the 703rd home run?
Barry Bonds,
you were
yeah.
At the game or what?
I was at the game, and I caught the ball, so it was like it bounced in his lady cup, and then my glove was right there, and I kind of got it. She dropped the cup and it fell in my glove. That word went around my whole neighborhood was around the whole Hunters Point. Everybody just knew me from that, so I kind of had a name off of that a little bit. But then the music came, and then it really made my name more.
So when the song came, it was like, "This is brother caught 703."
Basically, it's the same thing. So
what was your rap name?
It was Philly B, just
Philly
B. Okay. It wasn't no Frisco Philly. It was just Philly B, because it was two fields in my neighborhood, and they was like, "Oh, we're gonna call you Philly B then." So that's how I got Philly B.
Okay. So you started doing the music, you get a little bit of success based on the Barry Bonds thing.
Basically, yeah.
How did that feel when you started doing the music?
Man, it felt good because it was like that was my first time really feeling like a little bit of fame, I would say. Because people was coming through the neighborhoods, just playing our music, just telling us to do the dance. We had to dance to our song.
Right.
So it was like big. At that time, I think Clyde Carson came out with Slow Down.
Oh, that was a big
So yeah, it was like we was like doing shit like that. So the Slow Down dance compared to our dance, and Frisco was big at that time. It was like if I felt a little fame at the time. Facebook days, MySpace days. Yeah, for sure, MySpace days.
So why did you let up on the music?
Because like politics, like I was saying earlier, politics, it just started coming with a lot of drama. And me, I only had to be in the streets because of where I was from. I didn't really want to do that shit. It was just because where I'm from, and you feel me? I was like, man, I don't really want to do this shit, bro. I really want to make people laugh for my flows, the shit I rapped about was making motherfuckers laugh and shit. The people who I was hanging with was talking about other shit. So it was like that came with hella shit. So I was like, man, I gotta get out of this shit for real. Figure out how to make some money out of this shit in some funny way.
So you figured you gotta smile instead of look hard.
Basically, that's how I was looking at it.
You gotta have fun.
Because I wanted to show my community was more than just violence. I wanted to be it's funny shit over here too. To be, when the ops not sliding through and all this shit, when ain't nobody doing shootouts, we all chilling outside, everybody roasting and shit. Yeah. And that's what roasting came with me at. And I would be roasting everybody in a circle and shit, So that's how that came about.
And what have you learned from doing your skits to jumping on stage? What have you learned the most during that transition?
Shit. I don't run, not rushing, for real. I know on stage you really can't rush. With my skits, I can kind of just put whatever out there.
Sometimes you only have limited time.
Man, on stage is you gotta really hit boom, boom, boom. And it's you gotta be calm though and patient. That's why one thing I'm learning patience for real with this.
You would suggest if somebody was trying to get on stage, one of the first things that you would suggest them is to slow down.
Slow down. Don't rush. Don't get up there overthinking. Don't thinking that you gotta, just spit all your shit out at once. Just take your time, and your shit gonna come. That's how I really think about it right now. Yes.
Now you got some legendary skits.
Whew.
You do. What's your most mentioned skit? Like when somebody meets you and sees you in person, what's the most mentioned skit that they bring up the most?
Man, I would say my Bob Black skit. Honestly, I got a character. Yeah, the news character.
Talk to us about
man, Ron, I know for everybody familiar with Ron Burgundy, Will Ferrell. So I kind of I used to watch him a lot. So I was I kind of want to do a black version of that. So I was I'm what's a catchy name that everybody is not too So I just I'm gonna call myself Bob. And I freestyled it one day with my daughter. My daughter recorded me one day. I was taking her to school. I was like, record me real quick, baby. She recorded me. And I just said, this your boy Bob Black. And then the black just came out.
Right.
Then everybody started calling me Bob Black from there, Bob Black. I was like, oh shit, Bob Black is my name. But that's everybody, everywhere I go, in San Francisco or Oakland, everybody say Bob Black. They call me Bob Black. Bob Black.
What about
Woo. It's a lot of them. That's what I say. It's a lot of them that people know me. Like,
what's one of your favorites?
I would say probably those. Those are the ones that make me laugh the most when I go back and watch them right now.
Yeah.
If I go back and watch the interviews I do, those are the funny ones. I did.
No, but I mean, which people?
I did an interview with Jay Stalin.
No,
that one was funny. Is like that type of shit because Jay Stalin actually responded back,
yeah.
so it made it more funny. Like you know, so it was like okay. Then when I started doing other skits with other people, it was like okay, this is funny.
You did the Young T.O. one.
Yeah, Young T.O. You know, that was the one that went kind of viral when rappers start kind of hitting me saying, "All right, do my shit now, Philly B." Yeah. Once I did, he hit me about it. He's like, "I love that shit, Philly B. I love it." He was so he likes, I love that shit.
Have you met anybody since your Instagram fame that you didn't think that you would meet because of the comedy? Like you were surprised, like, damn, bro.
Steph Curry.
Steph Curry.
Yeah.
Steph Curry.
You know? Well, you know, like you know, through I seen him through Mr. Fab, like, right. So it was like he kind of see me and was like, "Yeah, we play basketball." And that's why I did the shot over him. Right. I scored on Steph Curry, and that's when it was like, it really was up from there. He was called me over there and said, "Come take a picture," all this shit. Like, he told me to come to the Warriors camp, but I didn't go because I didn't have a car at that time. But he's like, "Come to the camp." Yeah, but he was telling me, everybody was saying that. Like, bro, you supposed to catch the bus there. You supposed to go. I'm like, bro, my mind was just all over the place at the time. Like, but
dope. Isn't it kind of dope to see somebody that you've seen on TV all the time? That's
man,
like he could be giving shout outs to anybody in the world.
Sure.
But he decided to give a shout out to you.
Man,
what is that like?
And joyful. Honestly, I love that shit. Like, I cherish this shit. Honestly, like I really try to. I practice every day. Just be like, Philly B, just stay humble with this shit, bro. Because this is greatness and this shit. Like it's really long. This shit longevity. But when they reached out to me, it made me feel hella happy, bro. Like happy. Like I really know what happiness is. Like that's happiness for me. Like for real. Because I be seeing them on TV and shit, and it's like, yeah, that shit really real. Some people try to brush them off. Like, nah, it's just them. Nah, that shit really real to me. I love that shit.
They've gotten to the place in life where you're trying to.
For sure, exactly,
That's the
exactly.
Kind of success that you're going after.
Exactly.
So of course to appreciate somebody
man,
there, that's just common sense.
For sure.
They are regular people, but
man,
it's cool that they're So what's next for you on the comedy tip?
I'm getting back into school now. I'm about to go try to get into this acting dramas film shit, you know, like get into movies and shit. You know, because I got a boy down in LA want me to come down there. And my next step, I tell you, I want to be an actor for real. Right. Like I really want to be showcased like my rapping. I want to be kind of like one of the actors in Eminem in movies, 8 Mile, a rapper, like but showcasing my talent, my acting ability too.
You give me more Will Smith vibes.
Basically, you know, but like you know the movie 8 Mile, though, you know, you had the rappers in there. Like I kind of want to showcase my rap ability too, like in some movies, 50 Cent type shit. Yeah. You know, like Will Smith type shit. Yeah, you know, basically you hit it on the nail. Yeah. Will Smith. Yeah, like, you know, just like that. I'm high. Look at them.
Where would you like to see yourself in the next 12 months as far as taking this?
I honestly see myself on Hollywood Boulevard in an audition room for 30 days straight, just auditioning for different sets. Like I really see myself auditioning for different sets 30 days straight, going hard. I feel like out of that 30 days, something gonna pop.
You think that you can do more than a funny role in a movie?
For sure. For sure. Yep. That's what I really want people to see. Like, cause like I said, I grew up doing everything, but the funny shit just happened to be the one that clicked. I tried to do the rap shit. We all did rap, but comedy was like sports. I did sports. I did all the shit. So it was like comedy was like what was the next thing I was great at. So it was like this shit right here is gonna take off. So I love giving the young kids advice. So it's like I want to show my serious side in movies too.